All right, everybody, if you guys wouldn't mind either having a seat or just facing this direction, that would be wonderful.
Get out of the way. Okay. Down the road.
I know that we're running a little late, everybody, and I really appreciate your patience with sticking around. I'm just so glad to see everybody today, and I'm so glad that so many people were able to make it. I know it's a really crazy time of the year, so I appreciate you taking time out of your schedules to be here. Those of us that were on the boat, I think we had a good time. We had a beautiful day, and Chop, thank you for showing us a good day.
Anytime. You know I always like to help, Chris.
And I would just like to do some quick recognitions because I know some people are on a time schedule. So we welcome everyone else to stay as long as you'd like. Please eat food because we have a lot. And the chocolate chip cake has always been delicious, so we'll cut that in just a minute. And first, actually, let me mention that this year, so in 2008 so far, we have had 2,200 unpaid volunteer and intern hours put into the station and the exhibit. It's really amazing. We haven't actually had volunteer hour numbers like that since we opened. So thank you all that have put in so much time and energy to this place. Your efforts are seen every day, and we really appreciate all that you do for us. Also, I should mention we have Stephen and Rob here tonight who are representing the intern contingent. We have a little bit of a different designation now. Anybody who is a student, we have lots of IRSC students and that are now classified as interns instead of volunteers. So these guys are under a little bit different category, but do a lot of work for us just the same. And as far as our volunteers go, I have some awards to give out tonight that have been sent down from Washington. And someone who will bring up first, Mr. Jack Connolly, who has received lots of awards over the years. He is now receiving his 12-year little add-on to, I'm sure you have your pen at home, Jack. Unfortunately, I don't have a tally of exactly how many hours Jack has put in this year, although I'm sure they're numerous. And Jack doesn't always report his hours for Jonah and myself, so whatever, which is fine. And so the good news there is that whatever estimates we have of our hours are a low estimate, because a lot of our volunteers, unfortunately, don't have maybe the memory to tag in their hours. This is supposed to be it. So I'm saying that we have lots more hours than are reported, which is a very good thing.
No, I spread out the days because that's what the IRS wants to hear. How many days did you show up and how many miles did you go?
Yeah, so thank you, Jack. We really appreciate it. And you're up to 12.
I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday Season. And now this is 12 years. That means I'm finally starting my teen years.
And many more to come in the future, hopefully.
Thank you.
And another definite milestone we have this year is for Ronnie. And we have a 10-year to hand out. And so Ronnie is actually receiving, in addition to a tag for her pin, she has a beautiful pin from the Smithsonian with a sapphire for her 10 years of service to us at the station.
Don't forget, we report that to the IRS.
And before I hand out our last award, let me mention we have with us today Ruby, who is one of our new volunteers. She actually just started with us formally, I think last month was the first time that she came in. And Ruby has been a really big help with our student programs because she is actually working for Smithsonian Student Tours. We started having groups come through this facility with last spring, and so she is fortunate enough to be heading up to the inauguration in January, excuse me. And so she's been kind enough to donate some time here with us to kind of learn about what happens through our facility. So we've really enjoyed having you on board so far, Ruby. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. And of course, in the corner, I should also mention Mr. John Yoder. Another person that I don't, if I could have a tally, I wish I could, because there have been so many hours that John has put in and we don't have a record for, but there has been so many hours, John, that you've contributed to this place as well. And we enjoy having you here every week. It's always good to see you.
And
It's good to be here.
We always like when John comes in because Bill and Laura have fresh coffee waiting for them. And so last but not least, I'd like to bring up Mr. Charlie Kennedy. Please come on up, Charlie. And Charlie and I actually started here about the same time. So he was the very first volunteer that I had the pleasure to work with. And I'm thank you. And I'm very happy to present Charlie. He's been with us for 2 years now. And so he is going to be receiving a Smithsonian pin. And so we would very much enjoy you to wear that when you come in every Tuesday. And we also have a tag to put on there for his 2 years of service. So Charlie, thank you so much for all of your help.
I would just like to say it's a real pleasure working here, it really is. The people are just wonderful, and it's a special occasion today, but an even bigger occasion today is a young lady on my right is celebrating her birthday. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And unfortunately, our other volunteer, Jean Walther, was with us on the boat today, and I'm not sure what happened to her. We lost her between here and the boat. So, no.
Did you notice the bubbles in the water?
Like Captain Bob pointed out, we had the same number when we came in as what we went out with. So I know she's here somewhere, but Jean is also receiving a certificate. She's had a year of service with us now, so we thank her very much for her help. And those of you that need to leave, I won't take up any more of your time, but everyone else, please do stay. We'd enjoy your company, and we would love if you'd help us eat some of this food. So thank you for coming.
I just want to say,